Hey class, I was thinking more about the Lincoln-Douglas debates, and I just want to say you guys did an awesome job. And yesterday there was still questions about the difference between the value, the criterion, the contentions, and looking back, I wish we had even more time to slow down your mock debates and really kind of analyze everybody's responses, what they chose to go with, and to really dive a little bit deeper. And so I'm going to do that with this video. And so if you recall, one of the resolutions yesterday was that trucks were better than cars. And the affirmative used the highest value, if I remember correctly, or one of their strongest points was the idea of storage space was the highest value. And I kind of got thinking more about that. And remember, I asked you guys that anytime you come up with a reason or what you think is your value, to keep asking the question, why? So why would storage space be important? And eventually you would say, well, because it's more practical, right? It's a more practical vehicle. And now suddenly you realize, oh, what I thought was my value was actually not. It was a contention. That contention's based on this other thing, which seems to be practicality. And you keep asking these questions. Well, why practical? And well, because I'm spending a lot of money on these vehicles, I want to make sure that I get the most worth and value out of it. See, now we have a value. The value for trucks being better than cars would in fact be the value itself. You get more value for your money in a truck than you do a car. The criterion, the thing which we're going to test our value by or show that our value is being achieved, is going to be practicality, right? So the more practical the vehicle, the more value it has for the purchaser. Now, my contentions are the things that show that the practicality, in fact, exists more for a truck than it does for a car. So therefore, this is where that comes into play from yesterday's example. So the contention that proves value seen in practicality would be passenger room, the roominess of the vehicle. You can't argue that a truck's not roomier than a car, right? It just is. And so you'd have some quote that talks about it. You'd have some stat to talk about the headroom, the legroom, the space that's allowed for each passenger in a truck, showing it to be better than a car. So that's your first contention. Your second contention would be storage space, which is, again, the way that they went yesterday, suggesting that with a truck, you can pack everything you want and more and still have space. Whereas a car, you got to pick and choose what you're taking because you only have a limited amount of space. You could even go as far as to say that if you run out of space, a truck has the towing capacity to effectively and efficiently pull a trailer behind it, thus adding to the amount of storage space capable of being achieved with a truck over a car. And then your third contention would be something like durability. Hey, a truck can drive in all weather. It is ready to go whether there's snow, rain, sleet, ice, or sunny skies. It doesn't matter. It can go off-road too if needed. So the higher durability makes it more practical, therefore giving it the highest value to the purchaser. So there you have it. There's an example of value, criterion, and contentions. But see how all the contentions, the three contentions, passenger room, storage space, durability, supports the criterion of practicality. And practicality is the way that we see whether it achieves value or not, because value to the consumer is the highest value of this debate. So there's a little crash course, if you will, on what a value is, what a criterion is, and what your contentions are, how you kind of format them, and how they support one another. So, hey, I hope that helps, and have a blast in your week off and developing your Lincoln-Douglas debates. If you have any questions or want input, in any way, let me know. In the next couple weeks, we'll be doing workshops in class where I'll be coming around to all of you and helping you one-on-one in this anyway. But hey, wanted to get that out there. And again, have a great week.